Thank you for joining me for another edition of Katy's Corner. I'm here with Kimberley Basnight in our Raleigh office. Kimberley, what is your name and title? What do you do at Extreme?
So I'm Kimberley Basnight, and I am in the PMO. I work for Michelle Anderson.
Great. And how long have you been with Extreme?
I've been with Extreme for 3 years.
So tell us what does PMO mean and what do you do?
Yeah, so the project management office is, in a nutshell, the governance portion of the company. So we evaluate projects, we help to train up project managers, we help to ensure that the budget and the timelines are met for all of our IT initiatives.
Give us a few examples of some of the projects and initiatives that you've worked on.
Yeah, so we supported the Avaya and Brocade transitions.
Integrations.
And we're also, the exciting thing that we're doing right now is supporting the digital transformation project. So that is going to require a lot of project management support. There's a lot of moving pieces. So we're excited to support a portfolio of over 50 projects this year.
That's amazing. So do you have a team of people that work for you?
I have one person right now who works for me. She is the test coordinator.
Okay.
And but we have a project team of 8 to 10 people. What we also do is we onboard project managers to support us as we're, ramping up different initiatives.
So you worked on the Avaya integration, the data center integration, and the campus fabric integration.
So not directly, but Michelle Anderson, my boss, was the lead for that. And
Okay.
so our team had various support roles during those.
You had a lot of people in this office from different parts of the globe, and
We did.
over the holidays, and tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so when I came on board to Extreme, one of the initiatives that we were working is Project Phoenix, which was sunsetting and retiring Siebel.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first, I think, semblance of me seeing what our UAT looks like, where there's 40, 50 people here on site supporting a test function. So we did that many times with the integrations with Brocade and Avaya.
Mm-hmm.
I think to the point that we're getting good at it.
You're very good at it. Are you kidding? It's been a huge success. How long have you been at Extreme?
3 years at Extreme. I've been in IT for 20-some years.
Wow.
I started my career
impressive.
in IT.
That is impressive. There's not a lot of women in IT.
No, there's not. There's not.
So what did you do before Extreme?
I cut my teeth at IBM for almost 17 years, and Lenovo some years after that, even though I'm still in my teens. Just kidding. But yeah, I started out in IT. I was doing support and a support role in a data center and had a desire to move into project management.
Yeah.
And I had someone who sponsored me to get into the project management track, and the rest is history.
Okay, good. Now, are you married?
I am married, happily married.
And does your husband work?
My husband works at Spectrum. He is a wireless expert, I guess.
Okay. Do you have any children?
No children, but I have 3 precious dogs.
Okay. So it's a lot to juggle between 3 dogs and a husband,
Yeah.
and making sure everything at home is managed properly and everything at work is managed properly.
Yeah.
How do you juggle all of that?
So
That's a
just to
lot of work.
add to that, I'm very involved in women initiatives, and so I do a lot of community work as well, just
That's
to
awesome.
ensure that the needs of women are met, and that we're out here supporting our women and helping to ensure that they get the same opportunities that men get. So that's a passion of mine.
Now, have you ever been in a situation where you have felt you had a challenge that you had to overcome as a woman, and how did you kind of approach that subject, and how did you overcome that?
Yeah, so I've had a number, but the one that I do want to cite is in the early 90s, having that passion for IT, there weren't a lot of women, and so
It's true. I mean, it's amazing.
there was not a lot of women.
Yeah.
And I had a desire to go into project management, and it was a tough 1-year battle to do it.
Yeah.
I did finally get a breakthrough in it, but it was only when I got someone to sponsor me.
Right.
Another woman
Wow.
took a chance and sponsored me.
So
and
it's so great to have a female mentor,
Absolutely,
right? That
yeah.
makes all the difference.
It does. It
Makes all
does.
the difference.
It does.
And project management has become such an important part of Extreme.
Yes.
And so this is, you play such an important role at the company, and you know that. You're working really hard, a lot of hours. And is there anything, there's a lot of younger women that are watching you speak and kind of looking up to people like you at the company. There are men in the company that are looking up to you. You've worked with a lot of men on all of the integration. Anything that you think is helpful, a message that you want to share that you think is helpful to the team?
Yeah, that's a great question. So first of all, I think we have the best culture ever. And I think this is a culture where opportunities are just all around us. I think that you'll have to go out and think about that thing that you really want to do in the company.
Right.
We're growing so fast.
Yeah.
Think about that thing, that passion or whatever that you really want to do, and go pursue that. Look for mentors and sponsors that will help you.
Well, we are putting programs together, so that's it's going to be, that's great.
Yeah. So even though you started maybe in one place, I don't think you have to resolve to stay there, but just look for other opportunities to move.
Well, you have been so successful, 20-something years in IT, which is a male-dominated industry.
Yeah.
You've done a really great job, and you've been really, really successful at Extreme. And there's a lot of people looking up to you. As you said, we're moving fast,
We are.
but you're making a huge difference in the company.
Thank you for saying that.
No, you are. It's true. I mean it. So thank you very much for
Thank you.
agreeing to talk with me.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. Give you a big hug.